Luba, being a Ukrainian and being a Ukrainian matchmaker who helps men from the West to meet women
That's funny, I know.
from Ukraine, I got a really important question to ask you, okay? What is the most difficult thing that the men encounter before they have met the woman in real life, but is communicating online after the first introduction? Something vaguely.
You just answered your question. Is communication. Communication is not the problem, but it's something that it's difficult a little bit to overcome because people from different cultures, people from different time zones, and everything is like kind of everything against that. But people who really want it, they can overcome. And in this video, we're gonna share with you what we think can help you, some ideas, some tips. We speak about that a lot in our Ascent. This is the course that we created for the guys. You can join that for free. Link in the description below, and also our Telegram community. Please join. The other reason why you need to join Telegram community after this video is because Hard Turkey is invited for the International Matchmaking Conference in New York, and we're going to have a meetup with our clients, our subscribers, our people who just want to meet in person. I will be there. Striker going to be a guard of Valencia.
I'll be holding down the fort here.
Yeah. So if you want to meet, please join Telegram, and there you can find all details. And also, what I'm gonna do is there. My aunt lives there, and she has a nursing school there, and she has a lot of Ukrainian girls who are getting licensed now to get job. And so there's a lot of ladies who are very interested in meeting with me and getting to know what am I doing and become a client. So I will hold a little seminar for them, and this is the topic that I want to discuss with them. It's communication at a distance, language barrier, and etc. So a lot of information, but the most important is join Telegram, and I will say hi to you, and we will start our communication there. But anyway, communication and language barrier. When we have our strategy consulting calls with the guys, and they asking about what we do, about our service, about the struggles that they have, maybe sometimes they call us because they already in communication or in relationship with some ladies, they say that language barrier is the issue. Of course, being a translator, first of all, for many years, I understand that language barrier is something big. And so how we solve that problem on Hard Turkey? We just taking more ladies that speaks English. And when our client become a client, when the guy who's interested become a client, he send me a list of ladies, and of course we prioritize his list with the ladies who speaks English. So this is how we solve that problems. And nowadays with database of 1,800 ladies, we have over 1,000 who speaks English. So it's fair, and we do have couples, like sometimes the guy just really attracted to some redhead or something, and she doesn't speak good English, so of course we're going to arrange that. But most of the time I try to set up dates with a lady who speaks English. Of course the language and level of English would be different, right? It can be from super good to lower, but with a lot of enthusiasm, with a lot of desire, passion to be able to learn. And then what's happening is that after the first call, everything is great. People get to know each other. They're excited. They want to stay in touch. And they start communication on their own. And on this matter, I see that, the guys sometimes say, Luba, I'm a little bit struggle in holding the conversation. What should we speak about? What should we do? Like how to hold the conversation, what and how. I'm not going to tell you and not going to give you another time like tips about checking out the time zone, making agreement with her about when should you talk to her, how should you talk, will it be video, will it be messages, and etc. etc. I just want to give you some tips about what should you do to keep and make your conversation interesting.
Okay.
And, okay. As I just thought that you're making a lot of notes here, and but the main idea is that you need, I believe that a relationship, people say it's chemistry, it's passion, it's this. For me, it's emotion that you give to another person, and how do you feel with this person? Would you agree?
Yeah, and how does the other person feel when they're interacting with you? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, so it's three, right? It's like how he feels with me, how I feel with him, and how we both feel about each other, right? So after each call, you need to feel good, right? And you need to feel good after the call, and so you need to talk about something, and sometimes it's difficult because your English may be not so good. So what I see our clients are doing that are successfully holding the conversation until the moment that they actually can come to Europe or meet somewhere with this lady.
Yeah, because this is, so they have the initial introduction over Zoom, where they get to see each other and speak, and they usually speak for around about an hour. Then after that, if they both want to, they can continue communication for as long, however, wherever they want. But this is the point here that we're talking about. This section here between that point and when they're going to come and meet, because here it can kind of, at the start, it's good. It's tricky. At the start, it can kind of be, yeah, this is great. But then you kind of run out of things to say. And there's only so many, hey, how was your days, before it becomes a bit monotonous, right?
Yes, because, and this of course came from the feedback, as sometimes guys say, Luba, she's not talking to me as much as I want. I message the lady and I say, okay, Olga, why are you not talking to Peter? And she say, Luba, I don't know what to talk about. Like, you only message me and say, hey, how are you? I hope your day is good. Like, and there's not even like a question that he's asking her. And so the guy thinking that she, by asking this question, needs to give him like the full biography or like the timeline of her day. So of course, no. If your lady speaks very good English and you can hold a normal conversation, of course, you first of all find out what is your common interest. For somebody, it's some movies or some books. I know that one of our couple, they do meditation together, like even on distance. Why not? Like everything is online right now. Somebody is listening to the same music, somebody watching the same show, somebody cooking together. So this all can be done if she speaks good English. If the lady is speaking good but not fluent English, right? Or even zero, but I mean, we speak about these practical examples that we have at the moment. We have guys who are teaching English to their ladies. Not necessarily that they are teachers, and the lady as well. Not necessarily that she's a Russian or Ukrainian teacher, but what can be better if you both install, for example, Duolingo. It's an app, free app that like we learn Spanish here, somebody learn English, Russian, Ukrainian, any language that are similar. So what you learn in Russian, for example, or Ukrainian is similar what you're going to learn in English. And you're going to connect on this matter. And then, for example, you agreed that you ask her, of course, you make it like a fun. You need to be prepared for that, so you need to invest a little bit of time in that. But you prepare like a funny list of things that you want her to learn, or she's interested, or you ask her, what would you like to learn? Would you like to learn about like kitchen supplies, or you want to learn about traveling?
How to do the dishes.
How to do the dishes, how to fix the toilet, whatever, whatever she's wondering. Like ladies are very different. And so you getting prepared, so you spending mentally more time together when you're getting ready for these calls, rather than just like, hello, like, and you start the call, right? So this is ideal way that she will be prepared and she can teach you some Ukrainian or Russian, and you teach her some English. Also, you're giving each other maybe a little homeworks, that you can check, or you agree to like do a voice recording of like something. Because if you have this interaction, of course, everyone wants to mejorar. It's in Spanish, wants to make their language better, right? Everyone wants to improve their language. Even if she speaks good English, there definitely would be subject that she doesn't know. Do it, use it. This is your superpower. This is your, this is how you can keep her in your frame, by you learning her, teaching her English.
Yeah, and I wouldn't put it on her like, right, okay, Thursday we're going to be having our first English lessons. You got to get up to scratch. You'd have to sort of subtly bring it into the conversation of like, does she want to improve her English? Because you don't want to insult her and say your English is not very good. I can afford to spend like 1 hour per week giving you some lessons. You don't want to do it like that.
You can start from you can start from asking her to teach you some Ukrainian, for example.
Yeah.
And then after that, you can like strikers were right, because sometimes girls are very cautious, and we had this in a call with when we do the level up like coaching. The guy, we said to him something like, don't compliment her English, but do not compliment her accent, because I know that a lot of Western guys find Ukrainian girls' English accent like very cute. But when I hear that, for me, honestly, like it's insult, because I think, oh my God, I have this like Russian accent and I speak very bad, etc. So I feel like really like I feel embarrassed. I start to try to speak even better or something. Like it's horrible. Please don't comment on our accent, because even if you find it cute, I find like it's very difficult, because I'm self-cautious about that a lot, and of course other ladies even more. But if you say like that she has good English, like if there's any topic that you would like me to teach you or something, or maybe it will be culture, maybe it will be holidays or something. But the main idea, you understand, it's to keep you mentally together, even when you are not online call.
Yeah, I suggested one idea to Luba about this, but she didn't think it was that great, but I think it's brilliant. So I'm going to throw it out there and you guys can decide whether it's good or not. But if you have a shared interest of a genre of movies, you could watch a movie and she watches it and you watch it, and then you could have the lesson based around that movie. You know, get her to explain what the movie was about in English, and you could teach her how to do that. I think it's a good idea. That's what I think anyway. Because it's not just the lesson, it's all about more. Anyway.
It's like, you know, and we have an idea, like Striker offered that like before, like a dinner together, you know, when you have a video call, and it's like, it's more ideas for the date, like when you do online date.
No, not watch the video together.
No, not the watch, like I said, dinner together, but watching you can watch separately. And the good thing is now with the ChatGPT, right? Like you can put like ChatGPT, for example, and like you can put, create me 5 questions about this movie for the intermediate English speaking language, right?
Yeah.
And you can do anything, and it will bring like, or ask some funny questions, because like we wanted to do this as a separate video about the humor as a 7th love language, when maybe we will do. It's like how humor is important. And nowadays there's so many different technologies and everything that even if you cannot make like hilarious jokes, but you can sound at least funny, like you can use like some help.
You could, I wouldn't know, I've never used that before.
Oh, really?
No. I only use it to write birthday cards to people.
Very nice, yes, I noticed that. But anyway, but you understand me, right? That is nowadays there's so many different ideas, and me and Striker, we always worry that, you know, where to put all of our ideas that we have. And like if you're wondering, if you're struggling, give us a call and we will share with you. And like we promise that your level of communication with your lady will jump on a very different level.
Yeah, and remember, this is only in that first part, because when you meet in person, the whole dynamic changes. It levels up, well, especially, I guess you could say, if you have a great connection with each other, right? Because then you've got all these experiences, you've done stuff together, you get to know each other on a more personal level. Because at the moment, it's not a personal level, is it? You're trying to understand, and the other person doesn't know where they stand. Can they be funny or not? If they say this, so there's, you know, so there's all these kind of dynamics that are happening that are hard to navigate. So that's why you're just kind of maintaining something, right? You know, and then it comes down to when you go over to meet her, it will change. And then there's a distance in between there, which can vary slightly. I mean, this is not really a video about how soon you should go over there. Maybe we make another video about it, because we actually changed some thoughts on that, didn't we? We updated our belief system slightly recently on this. So we'll make a video about like the time from when you first talk on that Zoom to when you meet. We may do a video about it, but that's pretty much it. So, you know, that is a tricky part. It's the most trickiest part, like the matching and all that stuff. You know, we always say that the matching part, that's all the easy part, right? It's the communication. No. That's all the easy part for me. That's it's the part afterwards of trying to keep her interested and keep her, I guess, kind of on that hook. And if you bore her, if you're not, I can't say if you're not funny, but, you know, it's good to have a bit of humor and to get her on board with that, get her more invested in spending time with you as well. Not by sending her, tell me what you did today type things, because her life for her is probably quite monotonous and quite boring.
And most of the time ladies say that, you know, I don't know what to answer. My days are like the same over and over again, the same day.
Yeah.
So we hope that it helped. And if you have more questions, put them down below and we're gonna respond. And we see you very soon.
See you later.